Hello, all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we're going to take a look at the 1966 2 shillings coin from Great Britain or the United Kingdom. And we can see it right here on the top. It says, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. And this is, of course, the first portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The Mary Gillick portrait, which first came out in 1953 on a coin. And this is the engraving with the ribbons coming out the back of the hair and kind of the laureate engraving. This is really interesting way up here. And you can see this here. This has actually probably occurred at the mint. We see a lot of this. This, if you look at this, this is the edge or the rim of another coin that hit this coin so hard that it made a dent in it. And it's these reeded edge hit the top of the head of this coin and left the reeded edge in. All right, so let's go back a little bit and see what we got here. We have all these other coins underneath, and I kind of put them in to prove a point. These are all, if we look at them, these are 1 penny coins. And there it is, 1 penny, United Kingdom. This one's actually 1967 from the next year. There's some other ones there. You can see some older ones, some with Queen Elizabeth's father on them. Again, 1 penny coins. And this is a if we look at it closely, 1944. And if we kind of back up here, we'll see that there are 24 of these 1 penny coins. And the reason that we have 24 1 penny coins here is because that's what the shilling, the 2 shilling coin is worth. It is also called a florin in some cases. It's worth 1/10 of a British pound, and a British pound was worth 240 of these pennies. So 1/10 would be 24. So let's move all these pennies out of the way, and you can kind of see why they needed to change the pound, can't you? And went to decimalization. Can you imagine having 240 of these big babies in your pocket, or even 120? Of course, this one was equal to 24 of them, so I guess you could just have this one, but these old pennies were big, they were bulky, they were heavy, and in the end they cost way too much to produce. We look at this coin. It has a beaded inner rim. It is a copper nickel coin, but you can't see any copper kind of color. It just goes right through. And then if we turn it over, we see that it says, and these are hard coins to kind of figure out where the top is, but at the bottom here, we'll put the 1966. And then if we go this way, we see it says 2 shillings. And if we go up to here, we say it says Fid Def, or Defender of the Faith. In the center, we have the Tudor rose, which represents England or Britain. We have this pattern around the edge of the center, where we have the Scottish thistle, the Irish shamrock, the Scottish thistle, the Welsh leek, the Scottish thistle, the Irish shamrock, the Welsh leek, the Irish shamrock, thistle, leek, thistle, shamrock, and we kind of work our way around. So these are the countries of the United Kingdom: Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. And that's why this pattern is on the back of these coins. It's a heavy coin. It weighs 11.31 grams, is 28.5 millimeters in diameter, and 2.5 millimeters in thickness. On June 30th, 1993, this coin was demonetized, and the Royal Mint took back as many of them as they could. So there are still quite a few of them out there, but not as many as there used to be. And if you look for the 1966, you see it was kind of the last hurrah. 84 million of these were made in 1966, twice as many almost as 67, and almost twice as many as 65. So this was the big year for them. And if you find one of the later 2 shillings coins, this is probably the year you're going to find. The next year, 1967, was the last year that they made this particular coin. They did make some proof coins only in 1970. And if you find a 1970 proof set, and we'll show you one of those in one of our later videos, the 1970 proof set has a 2 shillings coin, but it wasn't circulated, but they made 750,000 of them. So there's plenty of them out there too. But this 66, next to the last year, 84 million. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. I should tell you that we said Mary Gillick did the front of this coin, and I should also say that Cecil Thomas did the back of this coin along with Edgar Fuller. And if we look right here, we see the CT for Cecil Thomas at the top of the pen and EF for Edgar Fuller here on the left. So Edgar Fuller, Cecil Thomas did the back of this coin, and it is a marvelous, marvelous engraving. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel.